Hey there, it's Coach Curl here, and welcome to Monday Mentoring on the Today's Leader podcast, building tomorrow's best leaders today. Now, we've been speaking about having conversations that count, and that is something that's incredibly important for leaders at all levels. Having conversations that count helps leaders set direction, set performance standards, address concerns, and deal with issues. And leaders that master this skill are often eminently more successful than those that don't. Simply, conversations are one of the key things that for a leader to develop. It's one of those key skills that a leader needs to develop. And confidence in having conversations that count comes from mastering the skills and practicing the development of the skills. So mastering something comes from ongoing development and practicing the skills. Unfortunately, many leaders wish for confidence without having the competence. And competence can only come from the continued development of that particular skill. And in the case of conversations that count, it's really important to understand that many conversations that should occur don't occur. So that many conversations that should occur don't occur. And that is simply because many leaders just don't have them. They deal with it in other ways by dropping hints, using sarcasm, maybe even making light of something. And as we know, these strategies simply fail. They just don't work. You can't get direction. You can't address performance issues by being unclear and ambiguous in your communication. It is simply not a conversation that counts. So what are the questions that you should be asking yourself this week to make sure that you're having the conversations that you should be having? One, what is the conversation that I'm not having? What is the conversation that I'm not having? And many leaders will have a conversation that they're not having. And they may be giving themselves excuses and reasons not to have that conversation, but many leaders will have a conversation that they're not having, that they haven't had up to date, and they're not having. They should then ask themselves, why should I have it? So there needs to be a reason and an outcome for having that particular conversation. Why should I be having? What is my concern behind that particular conversation? So why aren't I having it? And what am I worried about? What is the concern that I have in having that conversation? Is it because maybe the incident happened maybe outside of this thing that we call timeliness? Maybe it's because of the way that that person will react when you raise some concerns or some issues with them. What is my concern behind the conversation? And then the last question that I really want you to think about this week, what is the actual topic that I should be having? Because often the obvious topic isn't the right topic. So take that one in. So often the obvious topic isn't the right topic. So ask yourself this week, what are the conversations that I'm not having? Why should I be having those conversations? What is my concern behind having the conversations? And then ultimately, what is the actual right topic for those particular conversations? Hey, I'm Coach Curl. Thanks for tuning in to Monday Mentoring on the Today's Leader podcast. I'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.